Welcome back to yet another Romski video, and I'm gonna first open with, usually around this time, I'm doing a end of season update. Technically, this season isn't over yet. Technically, it's still being extended. We don't know for how long. We don't know if it's really gonna be extended, but technically, I'm still training, so high five for extending this year's season. We did it. We did it, guys. We did it. Smash that subscribe button. I haven't done a Q&A video in a long time, so I'm gonna do a Q&A video, but first, I need to do some cardio. I mentioned in the previous video that my coat hanger was thrown out because it broke, and I got a new coat hanger, so check it out. It's my new coat hanger. Luckily enough, right now, it's actually not being used as a coat hanger, so we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm done. Ugh. Nice. Massive thank you to Skate Ontario for letting me get this bike, because although it's killing me, it's working. It's doing its job. I don't know, man. Every time I have a really love-hate relationship when it comes to cardio. So I don't really like it. Nobody really likes it. Well, not completely true. I'll be honest, as I'm doing it, there are times where I swear I get a little bit of endorphins. It's weird. It's a little weird, but I get it. Back on topic. Before I answer any specific questions, I'll address all the general stuff that I've been getting as a whole, because I don't want to be answering the same question over and over. First general question, why did I make a second Instagram account? If you're unaware, my second Instagram account is Romski_Productions. Basically, it's just a place that I wanted to isolate my video work and my photography work, just as almost like a portfolio page. If you're interested, go ahead and give that a follow. If you're not, move on ahead, you won't hurt my feelings. Second question, a lot of people are asking, will Worlds happen? Is Skate Canada sending skaters to Worlds? These are questions, honestly, I don't have an answer to. I don't think Skate Canada has an answer to. I think ISU, I believe, made a statement that they are gonna go forward with it, but I mean, that's like towards the end of March. It's not even February as I'm recording this. Who knows? So yeah, that's the general answer to that. And then I'm now gonna go through some of the questions. Is it too late to start figure skating? I get this question so often, so I'm just gonna go as a whole and answer it at once, just to everyone. In general, I think when it comes to anything, let's not even talk about figure skating, it is never ever too late to start anything. Anything. You wanna play piano? Go play the piano. You want to go play trumpet? Go play trumpet. You want to start doing biathlon? Go do biathlon. There's no one there stopping you. The only limitations are you and your wallet. So you're going to have to try and figure that out. Other than that, if you can figure yourself out and figure out the whole wallet problem, you can do whatever you want. Now, of course, it all depends on your expectations. If you're like, I don't know, 45 and you never skated in your life before and you want to become the next Olympic champion in amateur figure skating, I'd place a lot of money against you. I'm sorry. Sorry. If that's you, I'm sorry. But it depends on what your expectations are. But if you want to skate because you love it, or you think it looks cool, or you think it's beautiful, or if you want to do some exercise, you want to do any of that, if there's any reason you want to do it, go right ahead. I really, really encourage anyone who's thinking about it, just go and do it. I mean, honestly, if you can just find, I know right now it's tough. If you can find a public session to skate and you just want to learn to skate, go do it. Trust me. Stuff's fun. How's your Apple journey? Oh man, my Apple journey. If you're unaware, a year and a bit ago, I bought a MacBook. I was very anti-Apple. Bought a MacBook. Then a year after, I bought an iPhone, and then about a month after, you know what? Maybe not even a month after. I'm gonna say like a week after, I bought AirPod Pros. But now I'm hearing there's rumors they're gonna be a second generation of AirPod Pros, but I like them. I love AirDrop. I love iMessage. Probably the most underwhelming thing that I found about the whole experience was FaceTime. I find FaceTime to be one of the most unreliable video call service out there. It seems so weird to me. Such a simple, I don't know. Maybe it's just my experience, but your experience may vary, whatever. Overall, I like it. It's a little expensive. Any tips on being productive? I'm probably the worst person, honestly. I'm hands down the master of procrastination. I think I've gotten better with it, but honestly, I think they're like maybe 2 or 3% of the world's population that's actually good at being productive, and then the rest are just not that good. I'm in that category. Have you gotten your Skate Canada Challenge medal yet? No, I have not. I'm still waiting eagerly at the door every day, binoculars out. It ain't here. Can you do a backflip on ice? I can't. Well, okay. I can't currently. I've never tried it. I will 100% do it one day in my life. I will 100% do it. I'm sort of trying to organize it. I know someone who has a harness that it's apparently like really good, and you can like take as long as you want. You need like 2 people to harness you, and you can take as long as you want to flip over, which is great because then I can kind of get a feeling of what it's like. I can do a backflip off the ice, not standing still. I can do it with a round off. But apparently with skates, with the weight of the skates, you just have to start. And once you start, the weight of your boots and skates flip you over so fast. So I'm not that concerned about it, but just so that I get kind of comfortable, put a helmet on, be in a safe environment, get a couple of, I don't know, pair guys to lift me, and I should be fine. But we live in a strange world where it's really hard to organize that. But I will one day. My life goal is to do that. Are we ever going to be able to see that figure skating film that you acted in? Okay, for those of you who don't know, I got connected with a Ryerson student who's doing short films in Ryerson, and he asked me to be part of the cast for the figure skating film. It's like a darker film. I'd say it's almost like it's a little bit like a Black Swan for figure skating, and I was the role. It was fun. It was definitely a fun role, but apparently with Ryerson rights or whatever, I don't know. It's been a while, but I don't know what happened with it. I don't know where it's going. But as of right now, I'm still not allowed to post it. I've seen it. I have a file of not the final copy. I have a file of the draft. It was pretty interesting. It's a little weird watching yourself, but it was pretty interesting. And I really wish I could actually post it. I would post it, but I just don't have the rights to do it right now. So best pants for skating. Good question. I like any pairs of pants as long as they're A, stretchy, B, not crazy cold. So if it's like a really thin material, if it's a material that's meant for sweat wicking, it's okay. But the ones that are really good at sweat wicking are also extremely cold on the ice, and cold legs on the ice, not fantastic. So kind of a middle ground. You also don't want heavy fleece, then it becomes too warm, kind of a balance. And the most important factor for me is that it tapers out at the ankles. I don't want like flappy stuff around my ankles. I don't want any of that. Not that it's a real problem. I don't think air resistance is a real contributing factor in figure skating, I'll be completely honest, but it feels like it, you know? It's like wafting and flapping around. No, I want it around the ankles tight so that I'm ready to go. Will you keep your programs from this season for next season? I can promise you that I'll keep the long program for next year. The short, we sort of recycled from a year before. I sort of got together with David and we originally experimented with some short program ideas, and we didn't have time, right? We were trying to train, trying to fit everything together. So we figured, you know what? Let's use an older program that we didn't fully utilize. Ooh, let's use an older program that we didn't fully utilize and revamp it and make it more current. That's what we did. That was only a temporary solution. We're going to do it for this season. So the goal is to have a new short for next season. What's your shoe size? It's oddly specific. My sneaker size is sort of a size 11. My running shoes, I should be going bigger, but I'm just sort of a fan of smaller size shoes. So also 11. I do have some shoes go 11 and a half. I have pretty large feet, I'd say. How is the selection process going to work for Worlds? Okay, I'm going to wrap it up with that question. Starting mid-February, they're going to do some pretty heavy, I'm hearing, monitoring sessions. I don't know what that means, but I guess people are going to be coming in and watching us and seeing what we're doing and decide off of that. I really don't have any details about that, but it is getting a busy time in training. If you notice, I haven't posted in like 2 weeks because we're starting to rev back up again. If the uploads go down a little bit, that is why, right? I'm starting to get into a little bit of a zone. I'm not sure how this monitoring is going to work. They're supposed to choose a world team February 24th, February 28th. I think that's the last day that they can choose or whatever before they have to submit the entries or something. Late February is when they have to choose. And then mid-February is when they're sort of doing their scouting / monitoring / figuring out who to send. Anyway, on that, I will leave you guys to it. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, subscribe. I'll let you guys go. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. If I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry. There were literal tons of it. I literally could not get through every single one of them, but I really appreciate all your questions and insight. If you have any more, next time, follow my Instagram, send in those questions whenever I'm doing one of those question and answer periods. All right, on that note, I will let you guys go, and I hope you guys have a fantastic evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, and I'll catch you in the next video.